Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're going to be installing a catch basin alongside of a driveway. And you can see this driveway, and you can see where we've got our catch basin. Water comes down, and of course it's just flooding right here across this driveway. So you can see the cracks in the driveway. This is all water damage. So what we're going to do is put a catch basin right here, down below grade there, so that the water comes across the driveway. It's picked up by the basin, and then it's going to run right out back to the low spot there in the backyard. So now we're going to finish the trenching with the machine, send it right out to the back. We'll speed this up so you don't have to see all the long time it takes to trench.
You know, when you're doing this yourself, I would strongly suggest that you invest a few dollars and rent a trencher. The trencher will make such easy work of everything that you're trying to do. Just make sure that you call and get your utilities located before you start that machine, because if you cut one of those utilities, you could really have a problem. And you can see the actual time to trench here from that catch basin all the way down to back behind the house was only about 9 minutes. And to hand dig that, cut those roots, take a couple of hours. So it's really important to think about and plan what exactly you want to do and know your capabilities. Not only does the trencher do a great job of digging and save you a lot of time and back-breaking labor, but it digs deep. We want to get these pipes down fairly deep. We don't want to lose the fall, but we need to get them down underground. The other thing that the trencher does, which is really important, is you'll notice the mound of dirt alongside the trench. That is pulverized soil. It is as fine as topsoil. When you go to put this soil back, when you backfill, you will really enjoy being able to use a rake and just push it right back over the top. Okay, let's go ahead and install that catch basin.
So now that we have our catch basin set up, we're going to take the top off of it. There's a couple of screws that hold the catch basin in place in the lid, the grate, down onto the catch basin. And we're going to pop off the top. You can see our grate. But down inside the basin, there's a couple of adapters, and we need to get those out. This is how the basin comes each time. Clean out any excess that dropped in there. And these guys have little locking lips on it, and there's already pre-cut holes. You find that spot and just twist it, and it locks in place. This one has a cap to block the water from coming in or for future use. And we'll put those on, maybe. Maybe not. Lock those in place. Put our basin back down in. Put the lid on it. Then I'm just going to jump on it to make sure it's down at the bottom. Yep. We're just below the top of the concrete. So as the water comes over this direction, go down a little bit lower. As the water comes over this direction, it drops into the basin and is carried away. So it's just some excess dirt has fallen into the trench, and I'm just cleaning it out so that we get good fall, good downhill run away from the catch basin. That should do it. Now we're just going to hook it up. Nice. Nice fit. Nice downhill. Make sure it's tight. And we are ready to cover. So we're going to go ahead and put a T on here for the downspout adapter. Again, this is corrugated, nice stuff. It just snaps together. You hear it click together. We're going to put a downspout adapter up on the downspout and run the little feeder over to this line right here. There's a lot of roots here, so it's kind of tough to push our pipe down in, but it'll go. That one's ready to go on that side. I don't know if you can see these big roots. They've been cut. Pull this down that way. But the roots make it hard to do, but not that hard. Good. Now we're just going to snap this one in place. It's kind of cold, so our pipe isn't that flexible, so we have to stretch it. Snap it in place. And we just push it all down into the bottom of the trench. So here's our T connection coming over from the downspout. Comes back up to, here's our happy homeowner. Comes back up to the catch basin, which will pick up all that water and come down through the trench, going all the way out. Another nice little tip for joining pipe together. Yeah, they do make a coupling that you can buy and put together, but it works the same way as this. If you cut out a small piece, about 4 or 5 inches, and you go ahead and slice this in half, and then squeeze this together. What we're doing is we're making an insert. We're going to squeeze it real tight. We're going to slide one piece into here, about halfway, and then we're going to take the other piece. It's stuck in the trench, and we're going to slide it on to this piece. And just wiggle it until it gets flush. And you can see it totally disappears, and now we can push this all down into the trench and continue to lay pipe. Here at the end of the line, you can see that we've taken our pipe and we've actually cut it off at an angle so that it comes right to the top of the ground, and water's going to come out, and we're basically just going to throw some dirt on here because it tries to pop out. But now we'll clean this off in the back. The water will run right out here on down the hill. That's it. So now we're just backfilling. Derek's just putting the rest of that soil in there and covering that trench. Be sure to put it all right up on the top of your trench so that it settles. Don't try to grade it off. Just bring it right up to the top. We'll take some of this away, but not much. We're just finishing cleaning up, putting the last little bit of soil on. Remember that the trencher pulverizes that soil, makes it a lot easier just to use the rake. Nice and clean, it comes right up on the trench, and we're done. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.